Good afternoon. I know it's been a couple weeks since an update, so I wanted to try and get back at it and get everybody up to speed. So we are still in our preseason. It is October. There's a few things kind of around the corner for us, one of them being regional meetings. Fall clinic membership is open, and I have a few MHSAA reminders. Regional meetings. Coaches, you should have already received or be receiving any day now some details on your region's coaches meetings. If you've not received anything, reach out to a regional rep and kind of let them know that you didn't receive anything or you're looking for information, so that way you can take part in that and receive any information they have with that. That's where they will kind of update, your individual region on things, take questions from coaches. It's really good kind of Q&A time. So if you've got the time, it's important to be involved and be a part of that process. Here's the dates and times we have right now, whether they're virtual or in person for each region. If you can't make your region, it's okay to attend a virtual to another region, or even in person to another region if you need to. Like, the biggest thing is we want coaches to be able to be involved, be heard, and ask questions. So obviously attend the meeting that fits your schedule the best. But if you can stay in your local area, that's most likely going to have more of the issues more connected to your area. So fall clinic, again, that registration's been open for a little bit now. I know it's earlier this year, but I would say get registered soon for that. And let's hopefully have another great fall clinic. Here's some of the basic information in the flyer on that. This has been coming out for a few weeks now and will continue to come out. If you have any questions, reach out to us. General membership is also open at this time. It's the same link as the fall clinic link. You just click the general membership, or you're not going to the clinic on that. I would suggest obviously signing up sooner rather than later, because there is a cutoff point where non-members stop receiving communications and updates and emails, and members are the ones that continue to receive that. So to kind of be on that front line of things, not just for voting or receiving awards, but that information side of things, make sure that you've got your membership current. So the MHSA reminders, biggest things, remember this year, you do have the 2 additional dual dates, right? And well, what does that mean, right, for duals and quads? Well, if it's a dual date, it needs to be a dual date for everybody involved. A simple example here is you can't have a school that is going to treat it like a quad and wrestle 2 other schools, but those other schools are going to treat it like a dual and only wrestle that first school, right? So if you're at an event and you think it's a dual, but any other team there is treating it more than a dual, then it is more than a dual for everybody. So be careful of that. That doesn't mean you can't have JVs there or, those kind of pieces. But if you're at a spot, it should be a dual event for those additional dates for everybody. We do have the addition of that 6th match day this year. A piece to be careful with that, right, is really the intention of that rule, right? That rule was put in place and intended to allow individual tournaments to finish, something we've already been doing in the postseason, in particular in the medal rounds. It was not intended to add more matches to the season. Despite how it's kind of worded right now, I know the National Federation is looking at cleaning up that language, but in interest of staying in the spirit and the intent of that rule, please keep in mind that is supposed to be there for individual tournaments, and to allow them to finish where they maybe wouldn't have otherwise been able to because of that 6 match happening. And last kind of a reminder for this update is just, when the season gets moving, remember to rate officials, rate all of the officials you come across each time. More ratings really do help kind of make sure we're getting the best individuals at the end of the season. Officials, they do look forward to those ratings. That is a part of the lifeblood that lets them know what they can and can't work. And so especially if you get an official that you've not usually seen or out of your area, as best you can, make a point that you get that rating out there for that individual. Again, our whole motion is keep moving forward, keep growing, and keep getting better at what we do. And if there's things that we can be doing to help support you better at growing Michigan, reach out to any one of our members, or your representatives, and let's keep ourselves on the right track. Have a good day.